Hey guys, Big Kev here, coming at you with another video, and today I kind of just want to do like a build update video, kind of show you guys the progression of my account and how I'm doing, what I plan on doing, and what gear I plan on getting. Not fully done yet. I still need some gear to finish out my build. Obviously, I need some infusion material as well, but I kind of just wanted to put it out there and give you guys like an idea of what I'm doing so far. So I've had a few people tell me that for my level, my stats aren't really that great. Obviously you guys know I've whaled spawns in the past. I've whaled this New Year spawn, and people are telling me that my stats really aren't that great. Now I will know that I probably got about 15 to 20 experience keys from the treasure spawn, and also a few more from the times 30 gem spawn, the Mobius light spawn that just showed up the other day. So I did use those, and I leveled up pretty quickly. Actually, I went from about level 99 to like level 105 within a couple days, and that it's kind of reflecting. My stats are kind of reflecting off that, and instead of me being a level 99 with the current stats that I have, I'm a level 105. So I guess people think that my stats should be a little better for my level. I don't know, but I think I'm doing pretty good so far. I mean, obviously, here are my staffs. So I got in my main slot, obviously. Now I have different builds. Obviously, I have different presets. Uh, you know, Basically depending on what I'm doing in the game, like if I'm questing or if I'm in GVG or if I'm doing Calo or raids or anything like that, I have specific setups based on what I'm doing. So for this particular setup, I actually am just testing this one out. Basically testing out the proc rate of this Phoenix staff, and from what I can see, this skill on this staff actually procs around, I'm going to say 75% of the time. I believe this one has a higher proc rate because obviously, the damage that this does can, as it says down here, either goes from slightly to tremendously. So I believe when this staff procs, the damage that is, I guess, means tremendously is kind of on the lower side, and slightly is more common than not. So, like I said, just kind of testing out this staff in the main slot and seeing, exactly how well it is there. And so far, I like it. I mean, I don't have any problems with it. I also keep in mind that I do have Mithra, and Mithra does cast Elevate on you, which basically means that your proc in your main slot procs 100% of the time for however long the buff lasts, which in Mithra's case I believe is 60 seconds. So I'd rather have this proccing 100% of the time for a minute than any other staff, and I put my Azor staff in my second slot because if I can get my Prophet Testament and my Fatal Testament XX Auto Proc at the same time, then all my hits are going to be critical hits. So that's pretty well. So basically, I have my Azor staff sandwiched in between my Phoenix staff and then my Genesis staff here, or I'm sorry, my Twilight staff. So, I'm hoping that either one of these procs with my Fatal Testament. And then obviously over here, I have my Paradise staff, which is basically a Fatal Testament in, not so many words, but it is a Fatal Testament. I have that infused one time so far. And then over here I have my Christmas staff, which is called the Staff of Yule. I love this ability. It decreases magic defense of the target by 10% for 30 seconds, which is great, especially for Crystal. If you're doing Crystal, that is invaluable. I love it. And for bosses, it just works out in so many different scenarios. And then obviously for this build, I have my Silver Crescent staff all the way at the end here. I know what you guys are going to say. You're not going to get your Twilight Blessing, but I do have different builds, so this is just an experimental build right now is what I'm basically trying out. I'm trying out different classes to see exactly which classes give me the most damage. So if we go to my helms over here, I try to mix it up. I try to have at least one helm in there that'll give me some regular physical defense. Sorry guys, I had to pause it there for a second. So basically, like I was saying, I like to have at least one piece of armor in each slot that's going to give me physical defense. I like to do that because, you know, it kind of, I mean, I know mages are kind of squishy, especially if you're going for a pure damage build, which is kind of the gold standard for mages, but still, I like to have, you know, some kind of a physical defense in there just to mix it up a little bit. So I do have the Paradise Crown in my main slot right now. It's physical damage down XXL, really helps, especially in guild battles. Second slot, obviously, is the Phoenix Diadem, which is the new headgear for from the New Year spawn. It gives physical reflection XL. I really want a just a straight up reflection XL set. I want to either get, like I said, the Azor set, which would be nice, but it's very small chance that, you know, one of those pieces of gear drops. But you know, this is the next best thing for now, until, you know, like I said, the next Valk spawn, and then in that case I can go ahead and try to get that set. Then in my third slot we have the Paradise Tiara, which is magic damage down XXL. Again, very helpful. And then obviously is the Silver Crescent headdress, which is the Nyx, part of the Nyx set. And then if we go over to my armor, I have obviously Paradise Robes in my first slot, magic damage down XXL. And then I have over here the Phoenix Gown, physical reflection XL. I think if you're a mage, physical reflection is more important than magic reflection, because mages typically have higher magic defense, and if you can get some kind of a physical reflection set in your build, that's going to be really helpful towards you, because, you know, obviously if you have a Lancer hitting you, you know, he's going to do massive damage. So just having that physical reflection set is really, really helpful. So if we go over here, also have another physical reflection XL armor here. Like I said, I like to have at least one piece of armor that gives more regular defense than magic defense. So this is the best one I have right now, so I have that, and I just went ahead and threw that in my build. I'm probably going to be replacing this with the Valk armor when I can get it, so hopefully that's soon. And then obviously the Dark Deity outfit. Now if we go over to my monsters, I try to, you know, I try to balance out my monsters as far as utility goes, and then just like straight damage. I do have a Indra right now that I'm going to be replacing my Nyx with. The only reason I'm going to be replacing, I'm sorry, not Nyx, Lilith. I'm going to be replacing Lilith with Indra very soon, not only because there's a Mobius coming up that's light focus, so light monsters are going to be better for you in this Mobius. And not only that, but another guildmate of mine has a Lilith, so we really don't need to as far as GVG goes. And I believe Indra gives more magic attack, so as far as the stats, it'll just increase it that much more. But I am waiting, obviously, to get the cost up, because Indra is like 27, I believe, and Lilith is 25. So as soon as I can get that cost up, I'll equip my Indra. So obviously, have an Amaterasu here. She's pretty standard as far as mages and clerics go. She's just good all around for PvE, PvP. She removes, obviously, status ailments and gives you a reflection shield. So, you know, she's really good. I like her a lot. And then we have my pride and joy. He's just Thor. Like I said, I'm just extremely happy I got him. He's good in just about every situation, every aspect of the game. His skill, go ahead and pause the video and read his skill if you want, but he's just awesome. I absolutely love him. Everything about Thor is just great. And then obviously I got an Anubis here. Anubis is good for a magic attack buff. And then I have a Nyx here. Obviously Nyx, like I said, along with Amaterasu, is pretty standard when it comes to you know, when it comes to mages and clerics. So that's pretty much my monster setup here. And then if we go in here and I want to equip something else, I actually don't have any of my all my monsters are in my gear locker right now. So I mean, yeah, that's pretty much my build, guys. I mean, I think I'm doing a pretty good job right now as far as damage goes. And if we go into my my actual 5th wheel here, I just unlocked Arcana Lord, so I haven't gotten, you know, Calamity unlocked yet, or Blood Oath, or any of that. And then as soon as I can unlock this down here, my magic attack is going to be boosted probably up to like 85k at least. So once I get that unlocked, I'm going to be doing a lot more damage. My stats are going to go up tenfold, and, you know, I'm just going to have the combo between Calamity and Blood Oath is just insane. So once I get those unlocked, you know, I'm going to be set. So as far as my gear goes, what I plan on doing in the future, like I said, I plan on getting that Valk set. I'm going to definitely replace, you know, different builds are going to have different gear, but I think once I get that Valk staff and that Valk armor, I'm going to go ahead and replace my Nyx set with that in one of my builds, and then in my other builds, obviously, I'll probably replace either my Tiara here, or you know, one of these treasure, you know, one of these crowns I'll probably replace with that. And then, as like I said, with the Valk armor itself, I'll replace this tech armor with that. And then that's, you know, it pretty much should be set. As far as monsters goes, I really would like to pick up a Battle Valkyrie, the Light Valk or the Dark Valk. That'd be nice. I also heard there's going to be a new Valk coming out in the next Valk spawn, the Haste Valk, which is going to be new. I don't have a good Haste monster, so picking up a Haste monster would be awesome if I can get the right stats on it. Oh, and I didn't talk about Mithra at all. So Mithra, I've used her. I'm going to do another video, my honest, you know, my review on Mithra, and, you know, what I think she is. But honestly, guys, I think Mithra, next to Hallowitch, is probably the best monster in the game right now. Her res is just crazy good. I mean, if, you know, there was an instance in guild battles where we did a uni. It was a 5-on-5 uni. We won, and just because of Mithra's res, you know, we beat out the enemy team, which had a much better unison than us. We beat them by score, obviously, but you know, it's crucial. If you're going to use Mithra in your unison, she's going to be useless unless you win the unison battle. So keep that in mind if you do have a Mithra and you want to use her in guild battles. But I mean, she is just invaluable as part of our unison. Right now we do a Mithra, Ares, Hallowitch, Luca, and Anubis, I believe, is our go-to unison right now in our guild, which seems to be working pretty well for us. So hopefully, you know, like I said, that continues. And, you know, as far as Mithra goes in guild battles, she's just awesome. That's why I got her in my main slot. You know, I'm obviously showing off a little bit, flaunting her, and, you know, she's just great. I love her. So that's pretty much going to do it for the video, guys. If you have any suggestions for me, leave them down below. What do you think I should change? Should I add anything? Am I doing something wrong? Just, you know, give me some, you know, give me your insight. I want to know. I want your opinions. You know, like I said, I'm always trying to improve. I want to, you know, get better. And I think I'm doing pretty well so far. I mean, you know, for somebody that's been only playing this game for 2.5 months, you know, I think, not even 2.5 months, actually, 2 months and a week, I think I'm doing pretty well for myself. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.